Fuck it.
Leave a message, thank you.
Christ, take the answering machine. Hi! Hey, your old buddy pal, it's me. Corporate commander. I was just kind of sitting around wondering when we were going to make the next Star Wars game together. You said you called. I know the last game didn't go over so well, but I can change. I'm not sure why you haven't called. I'd like to be involved. Seems a little late. Just been waiting. I did certain things for you that I don't normally do for other studios. But I'm really hoping to see you again, and I miss you, and I'm just waiting for your call. So whenever it's convenient for you, I'm here, and we can go out and talk about it. Trust me, everything's water under the bridge. I'll be here. Just waiting for your call then. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye.
You done did good, EA. You done did good.
EA Games. It's in the game. Traitor!
You are learning, my young Padawan. You must stay on the path and avoid the temptation of the dark side. The microtransactions, the loot boxes, they lead to anger, and anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
It was said that you would destroy this and not join them. I hate you.
So you play as Cal, who is a fellow Jedi Joker. See, because, the actor Cameron played Joker on Gotham, just like Mark Hamill's Luke played Joker, so... You got me. So this Joker Jedi is in hiding after Order 66, and one day reveals himself by saving a friend with the Force, which propels him into this whirlwind of a story as he battles the Inquisitors, finds a new family, and does his best to discover and protect the secrets of the Jedi Order. Now, when this game was first announced, I hoped to God that we would have plenty of customization, create our own guy, customize his face, make our own lightsaber, and sadly, this isn't the case. Though I'm happy to report that there is plenty of customization of the fixed elements that are presented to us. This was clearly done for story purposes, wanting to tell Cal's story. But hey, at least they did listen. You can customize your ship, your lightsaber, its color, your clothing, and your poncho. That's right. I think maybe Cal must have been like a stylish Mexican in his previous life or something, because this kid really does love his ponchos. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
How did you know it's me?
I can smell those churros from a mile away. Plus, that stupid poncho, it's as if you never wash it.
Hey, why don't you take it easy? My mom made me this before she died.
You will soon join her! Ah! And nothing says Star Wars like Panchos. And I would be doing a huge disservice if I didn't make mention of BD1, your little droid companion that follows you all throughout your adventures. He is one of my new favorite droids, top 3 easily. I love BD1.
He's the cutest droid. Do you think he's cuter than BB-8?
BBC? What?
You didn't know about the BBC?
You don't know what BBC is?
I'm gonna ask my mom what BBC is. Yeah, you do that, Star-Lord.
Now, the game's combat is pretty good. You're gonna be dying over and over, though, because holy shit, on Master Difficulty, this game is not playing around. This shit is hard. Enemies jump out at you from nowhere, feeling a bit cheap, like hiding behind corners.
Did you spit on your hand? Ooh, is that a fucking no-looker?
No look, son.
Shit.
Who are you?
Joe's good, man. Joe, don't fuck with Joe, man. Oh, fuck!
There you are.
Oh, you knew it was coming? Why you let him in you?
And I think I had to fight the 9th sister like 21 times before I beat her.
Fuck! Damn it. Oh,
You never stood a chance.
oh yeah, f you. Fuck! 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 Shit! Fuck! 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 Shit! Fuck this! Just kill me. Kill me now. Fuck it.
Some people like to call this the Star Wars Dark Souls, but it's actually more aptly the Star Wars Sekiro, as this game's combat is far more parry-based. But I see what those people mean, because these games really do make you feel this amazing sense of pride and accomplishment that EA wants us to feel when you overcome an awesome boss battle in the game. And I gotta say, the lightsaber battles are a highlight.
Is OJ the one to bring balance to the Force? Oh no. He's gonna thrash you, Joe. Woo! Ah! Ah! Oh!
Did it.
Another thing I assumed about the game is that it would be pretty standard, sort of very linear in nature, just a bunch of hallways. However, I'm happy to see that it's a bit more open than that. You have your own ship, as I said, that can travel to any number of planets at any time in the game as they become available. It's so cool seeing your ship like lift off from the level and go into space and go into hyperspace.
Whoa, cool.
What, like Jedi?
No. These witches served only themselves.
Whoa,
themselves.
cool.
Deception. Illusion.
Even returning to planets later for accessing areas previously impossible, for experience and for secrets. Granted, there's not much point outside of doing it for that. And I do wish there were, say, more side quests, RPG-like, to give us more purpose for doing that and not following the main quest line. For example, my Twitch chat had me go out and find the double-bladed lightsaber on Dathomir early for use sooner in the game. But had I not been told that, I likely wouldn't have known or wouldn't have done it at all.
No, sir.
Why did you change my fucking color?
Because it's a better color. now.
No, green is fucking better than blue.
Blue?
Yeah. Luke had green when he was experimenting with the dark side, when he had a little bit of dark. Dark tendencies.
You're not gonna get out of here?
No, I want to go change it.
But you're changing the ship, you fool.
That's right.
It's less dangerous.
Actual additional objective markers or side quests would be so sweet to add to this formula to show on the different planets. Anyway, you are treated to some really well-produced cutscenes, some great lip syncing, good voice acting, excellent actors.
Is this the lady from Mad TV? That's what other Joe said. Is that the lady from Mad TV? That's
gratitude for you.
This is all that. This is all that. Oh no, that's the wrong one too. What the fuck was Mad TV's song? I don't think Mad TV had a theme song.
No, it did. I don't think it had
Mad!
words. Oh, yeah.
Mad!
That's
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
something. I don't remember. Mad!
Yeah.
And Living Color had the best one of them all. You can do what you wanna do in Living Color.
And you get a lot of lore, especially if you're a fan of the Inquisitors, the Night Sisters, Star Wars creatures.
Agdu Bugdo. Agdu Bugdo. I love Star Wars names.
And even tomb raiding. Yup, there's actually a ton of tomb raiding in the game. The platforming is going to remind you so much of Crystal Dynamics' Lara Croft or of Uncharted. The stuff is uncanny. The various sliding segments are identical as you traverse levels real fast, avoiding obstacles. As well as the segments where you squeeze yourself through small cracks to reach other areas. And I am mad they reuse these ideas because they just work. And they are beautiful and well executed here. The level designs are fantastic, and even some of the puzzles are quite clever and enjoyable to figure out. Respawn Entertainment really did an awesome job, and it's no surprise that it's getting positive press, even outside of the fact that, reminding you again, it has no microtransactions. We have a hero, ladies and gentlemen. Face it! Microtransactions are the way of the future, Juan!
I don't suppose you want to talk over some churros?
No! Put them back in the game! You'll feel good!
Your overconfidence in microtransactions are your weakness!
Your faith in EA is yours! There are so many great standout moments too, like the never-ending story homage, or the blasting stuff apart with one of the best AT-AT control sequences the franchise has ever done. And more than that too, that I don't want to spoil here.
Let's do this. That's the blasters. So that fires the cannons.
Sure, it's not as crazy over the top as, say, the Star Wars Unleashed franchises. You won't be pulling down any Star Destroyers out of the sky. It's, you know, being more powerful than Darth Vader and the Emperor combined. But it's cool in a more restrained, canon-appropriate way. It fits, and it does wonders with what it has to work with. We get cameos from current Star Wars characters, Saw Gerrera, and more. And surprisingly, even the NPCs feel fleshed out and real, like real soldiers fighting a desperate war.
The Force showed me something on Zepho. Memories of someone named Ostar.
My partner. He distracted the stormtroopers so I could escape with our daughter. He was always impulsive. Is he...
Yeah. I found his body.
Part of me wanted to believe he escaped.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't be. I'm glad I know the truth. We can't allow the Empire to destroy more worlds.
There are moments where you are just blown away by the vistas too. It is a beautiful looking game in scale and in scope. At times, it's awesome.
Whoa. Oh, shoot. Look at the tree. The Wookiees. The Wookiee tree. That's very cool, guys.
However, it's not completely without its own faults. It can tend to be pretty buggy for me at times.
Monkey face guy. Who the hell is this? Die! What the? What the? Oh shit! I'll get you out. No worries. Come on. Oh, he's invulnerable. Oh, he's scratching his ass now, huh? Just gonna ignore me, huh? You think what's your most powerful character in Star Wars? Yoda's master. Look at him. He don't get. He's just like, get out of here.
At least before the patch was recently applied, I missed a lot of the early stuff. I wasn't able to record it, but it was crazy. It was also kind of choppy at times, low frame rate, which I don't really understand on my beefy machine. I don't get it. And while you are able to cut creatures and droids in half, which is super fun.
What the? Scare me. I'm gonna shove you in half, plunk. See? I knew you could chop him in half. Look at it. Nasty.
You can't do the same to actual human being enemies. It's as if your lightsaber was more like a swimming pool noodle than a Jedi weapon.
There he is, blast him!
It just applies a glowing scratch effect on them as you attack them. I understand why. It is Disney after all, and they want to keep the rating from, from the ESRB reasonable, but still, it would be awesome to see mods for this game showing us what it's really like when an enemy dies and gets split in half. Oh shit! Even without that, though, by far the best part of the game is just chopping, or rather scratching up troopers with your saber. I love all their chatter, too. Confident when they're in huge numbers, mocking you if you run, getting nervous and scared when they're losing, or even cocky when they're winning. It is fantastic. It's awesome. However, one huge weakness is I do wish we had more force powers to explore. While you can level up Cal and open up more and more abilities, actually through a bit of a contrived explanation where Cal has like conveniently forgotten everything after cutting himself off from the force.
What?
Keep getting back up.
Jedi flip! Oh, come on!
Still in this fight.
I could have used it forever ago. Oh, of course you just remembered how to do it now. Bastard.
It's a little crazy, but however, by the end, I just feel like it was a bit short on unique moves. You only kind of have a force push, pull, freeze, and you can only do that so many times before you want to do more, as in Star Wars Unleashed. Where's all like the force grip stuff and the choking? I know sometimes that's a dark side power, but the physics-based stuff, we need more of that. Maybe if we got different variations of saber styles or saber weapons, that could help too. Also, I have to admit, while it's the way these types of games are made, I still do get frustrated with all the backtracking and being unable to progress based on your abilities and having to come back later. Sometimes it feels a little cheap. Yes, there's a 3D map, and this is what you need to use to find the yellow unexplored areas and the green indicators, and this will usually set you straight. But it can be a bit unwieldy at first. And did anyone else die a lot on this particular slide on Dathomir?
I passed by the gate.
Where do I go? What? Come on! Look, he's not even. The ground is squishy. Oh my god! I don't have enough health for this shit. You grab on the fucking ledge! Shit! I'm gonna fucking die! No! Fuck! Okay. Wall jump! No! Fuck! Oh shit! One more! Good. No. Ah! Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
Did I cheese it? Is that the right way to go? Maybe it was just me.
Oh my god, not again, not again. What? I'm going through the level. His legs are going through the. Oh my god.
Little help, BD.
I did. I cheesed it by getting health in the air, raising him. I don't know what the hell. Oh my god, what the fuck?
In any case, this game does what it does really, really well and earns its place as canon in Disney's Star Wars. So, the final verdict for Star Wars Fallen Order is an 8 out of 10. It is totally capable of a 10 out of 10 if they just add a little bit more next time. So, badass seal of approval. You know, I would love to see some ship battles with the spaceships. I'd love to see multiplayer, maybe some co-op, maybe, you know, I don't want to say any more, but if they do more in this franchise, be it a sequel or maybe Star Wars Jedi Clone Wars, where we follow somebody else during that really exciting time period, I am all for it because this was high quality stuff. And it shows EA and the other companies out there that single player games are still in demand. A great win for Star Wars, a great win for single player games, and it's something that the Star Wars franchises needed lately. I mean, to go along with The Mandalorian doing so well. Ain't that right, Baby Yoda? Yeah. So we got Jedi Fallen Order, we got Mandalorian. This is all really encouraging stuff. Hopefully, Rise of the Skywalker can keep it up. See you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. What's the matter, Juan Kenobi? Taking a siesta?
To relax, man. There he is, blast him!